In this video, we're going to be discussing shotgun versus rifle. What's better for deer hunting? Which one should you use when deer hunting? And which is all around better? Alright, here's what we got for example. I've got my 243 right here and a 12 gauge pump. And we're going to find out which is better for deer hunting and which is good. This, like I said, 243, 12 gauge pump. Start off with a 12 gauge. Now with shotguns and deer hunting, your most common ammo is going to be buckshot or slugs. I honestly prefer buckshot because if I'm going to use a slug, I might as well use a rifle. Now I know in some states you have to use a shotgun, but here we can use whatever we want during gun season. So the way that buckshot works is you've got anywhere from 9 to 18 pellets of double aught in the double aught size. They got other sizes, but the most common for 12 gauge is double aught. And the pellets are, they're, 30 caliber size, and it comes out in a spread. It spreads open, and you've got multiple pellets to hit the deer with it. So that's how buckshot works. Let's hit a target and see what it does. I'm going to be shooting this block of wood right here. I'll show you how this works. Take your little 12 gauge shell, you put it in, and then you're ready to shoot. Now we can discuss chokes. Now with a choke, there's different kinds of chokes, but overall I like to go with a full choke. Gives you the most range, unless you're a really specific situation. So let's go ahead and give it a test shot. So that has a lot of recoil, but it's a shotgun. It's going to recoil a lot. Here is the block of wood. It absolutely, blew chunks out of it, basically. So, obviously, 12 gauge is devastating at close range, but here comes the downside. Now we discuss the downside of shotguns. If shotguns could hold a pattern like that out to 100 yards, you wouldn't see nobody using a rifle. But the thing is, the further you get away, the more that shot spread spreads out, and the less pellets you have a chance of hitting the deer. They're good for maybe about 50 yards at the maximum with a good setup shotgun with buckshot. Once you get past that, you start getting lucky shots, and you can't guarantee a good clean kill. So that is why you have to have a rifle. Shotguns, perfect for up close. But let's talk about what you're going to use when you get a little bit further out, maybe to 50, 100, 150, 200 yards. Alright, now I've got my 243 rifle. It's a bolt action rifle, classic deer gun. Got a little Nikon scope on top, classic 243. So let's show y'all what the pros and cons of a rifle is. Alright, it's just like your basic bolt action rifle. You put the bullet in, it's ready to go. Got your safety, always keep that on. Got a block of wood, let's do it again. Hopefully y'all can see the block of wood. Interesting. I don't know if y'all saw the block of wood, but before with the 12 gauge, it got sent flying. But with this, it just cut a chunk off and sat there. Well, I didn't cam with the hit, but I want to note, when I hit this, it did a lot more damage, I say, than the 12 gauge. As far as just pure energy goes, than the 12 gauge did. But I want to note the 12 gauge, it sent it flying way back in that brush from here. But this just seems to just have gone straight through. It just seems to have gone straight through the wood. Which, if you think about it, is very interesting. Let's discuss. So I've killed deer with the 243 and I've killed deer with the 12 gauge. But I want to note, it seems with the 243, now this may be different with other rifle calibers, it just leaves a tiny hole in them and just leaves an expansion chamber maybe about that big. But with the 12 gauge, I think it dumps more energy because it's going slower, and when it hits, it just stops them and just devastating. I've dropped deer with the 12 gauge, never done it with the 243. Now this could be because with the 12 gauge you get multiple hits, one in the spine, one in the heart, etc. But with the 243 you get one chance. But here's another thing. With the 243 you can push this thing out to 100, 150, 200, whatever you want to go, whatever you set it up for. But with 12 gauge you are limited to 50 yards. Also, here's another thing. Ammo is a lot more expensive for the 243 than it is for the 12 gauge. I can get a box of like 25 buckshot shells. a big box, or 15 for 20 bucks. Get a box of like 20 243 for about 40 bucks. So ammo prices are different. The way they deliver energy is a lot different. But they're meant for two things. Bring your rifle out when you want to shoot long range. And if you're in a tree stand or something, within 50 yards, 12 gauge buckshot, perfect. Perfect, I mean. So, that is my honest opinion. You need to have both. Another thing I want to note, you can get a 12 gauge for about $250 at local Walmart, but a rifle is going to run you about $600 plus. You get a good rifle, you get a scope, it could be up to $1,000 for a good rifle. That's another thing. One's a lot cheaper. See with this? You just buy the gun, buy the shells, and you're good. You can buy a choke, that's usually running like 60 bucks maybe, and you're good. But with a rifle, you can do a lot more customizations and a lot more different things to make it the... So back to the original point of this video. What's better for deer hunting, rifle or shotgun? If you can use both, if your laws allow you to use both, there really is no one that's better. But if you're within 50 yards, go the shotgun all day. If you're within 150 plus, 150 plus, rifle all day. So it's best to have both. Don't just take one and think, oh, I'm gonna kill deer with it. Try to plan out before you go hunting. Oh, where am I hunting at? And then grab what you need to get. So that is my life advice and my tips for what's better, shotgun or rifle. Like I said, you never know. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe. I appreciate y'all watching. I know y'all like this gun content. It's like literally my most popular videos, bro, are gun content and deer content. So thanks for watching. Don't know what we'll do in summertime. Probably some fishing videos, but give it a like and subscribe. I'm gone. Thanks.